A dream of the future brought to reality by
Sensation Station Network.
From East Port to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason, Eagle, highlights and big plays. From the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, cause your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crazy, Jack. Yeah. Black on.
Woo! It's Tuesday, and it's 8 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush, right here on Sensation Station Network. And I am your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And with me, as always, is my homie, Macy Hurd. What's going on, Hurd?
What's going on, my dude? What's happening?
Shout out to everybody out there in Periscope world. We see y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You out there, you got YouTube Live. Come with us.
YouTube Live.
We everywhere, man.
There's so much technology
All those out there
going on,
listening
man.
to on ssnatl.com. Thank you as well. We got a great show for you guys today. We got Brian Beane in the building.
For a minute.
Motivational speaker. He gonna motivate us today, man.
Gonna motivate the youth. Gonna motivate the adults. We motivating everybody, baby.
Hey, we gonna take y'all to another level, man. We also got coming in. We got a little b-ball guy coming in, Georgia Tech finals. Marcus Georges, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna talk about his 4 years at Tech, his play in the ATL, and his dream of playing in the NBA. We definitely gonna jump all into that, man. We got a great show. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you ready to do some baseball today, man.
Man, come on, man.
You sure?
No, man. I told you I need 2 baseball segments, man, because I'm so serious with this thing.
I got a feeling one day we're going to have a separate agent. I'm going to have to talk about your baseball segment, man.
My baseball segment going to need an agent. We got an agent, but my baseball segment going to need an agent.
He's going to need an agent.
Yeah.
So we're going to
tell
talk
our
about
agent that.
Yeah, it's going to be like, but we don't need but 7 minutes. He needs 15.
His baseball segment needs
We got 3 guests. No. We need to get the segment got to have 15 minutes.
His baseball segment needs a whole nother sponsor.
I like what you're sporting over there, dog. You looking clean over there, man.
So, okay, everybody.
Y'all see it look?
These are not shades. I officially don't have 20/20 vision no more. Coach blind, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? I thought I would always have 20/20. I don't. So, these are, you know, this is what I pick.
This is what he picked.
This is what I pick.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Good look on you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, I'm blind. I can see this paper now.
You crushing it?
I'm probably going to really be able to read this spot today.
You ain't going to miss nothing.
I ain't gonna miss nothing, boy. What? I can see it from like way over there now. I don't even need. I was doing it like this the other day. I don't even need to do that now.
Ah, boy, hey man, we got a great show. Somebody became a 2-time back-to-back MVP.
Yes, sir. Unanimous.
Well, we're gonna question that because if Jordan never became unanimous, I Steph become unanimous. But we're gonna talk about that.
It's a different time, man. Come on, don't start that. Don't start that, man. Don't start that, man. You're better than that.
No,
as you always tell me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I hear you then. I hear you.
Are y'all light skinned, all happy and stuff? Calm down. Drake dropped his album a couple of weeks ago. Now you have Steph.
Views, baby. and the album is y'all got to stop doing the album like that. The album ain't that bad, man.
It's a hard album.
I'm gonna cut grass to it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I really let y'all know how I feel about it.
When you start slow jamming to it, when you start dancing.
But I mean, y'all act like Drake ain't been doing it.
The whole album R&B album.
It's Drizzy, man. Hey, clearly somebody like it because the boy moved units the first week.
No, man, they move. Everybody move units. As long as you
Everybody don't move units. No, they don't.
Thug move units.
No, he don't. No, he don't. Okay, we gonna see. Okay.
All the youngs out there.
So Erica Gray, I'm not wearing shades. I'm blind officially now.
Hey man, y'all can always check us out, man, on our YouTube pages. Subscribe, man. Subscribe to the page, dog.
Yeah, man.
Crush Sports Talk.
You can see the whole studio.
You can see us live from down there. You know. Shout out to Michael and Joy. You know, we got 18 cameras in here today.
Man, Joy operating like 6 cell phones.
I know. I didn't know you could have that many at one time.
Dude, I'm like, boy, who is her provider?
Make sure if you want to call the show,
and I want to see her bill.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Joy got 3 different.
Joy got super unlimited plan.
Hey man, what number can they call today?
Man, now y'all can call the show today at 678-613-5857.
If you want to hear from a man, talk to Brian, man. You need a little motivation today? We got you.
Oh,
we got you. Brian, don't be acting like that now, man.
No pressure, man. I'm not used to being on the radio. I've been on the radio 2 or 3 times.
Oh, you talked to 10,167 people. Because your website got the exact number of people you talked to. 10,167.
And that was just one audience.
All I need is one mic.
That's it.
They said 10,167. I'm like, he got the exact number.
I was proud of that moment, man. That was my record-breaking audience.
You counted every dollar, too, didn't you?
Hey, you know I did.
Boy, I need $4 from everybody here.
Let's get it. Hey, man, we'll be right back. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
You.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous, but I've been chatting online with Dave all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I'll have it looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or is sudden trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
You're listening to Twin Sports TV, and shout out to The Crush
on Sensation Station Network. Get your game up. Woo! Hot Topics.
Hot Topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile is becoming you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 15 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118, 678-836-2118. Make sure we got a caller, man.
Hey, caller, what you crushing on, caller?
Hey, so I'm crushing on the show.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's happening, Mike, man?
Oh, not too much, man.
Hey, man. You know, we're scheduled to have one of your homeboys from Georgia Tech in today.
Yeah, man. Alumni
coming in.
So you're going to have to ask him, what do we need to do so we can start consistently beating UGA?
Well, we're asking when he come in.
We're asking.
We're asking.
Okay, then.
Don't worry about it. We got you, Mike.
We got you, Mike.
All right,
and everything, man. So it might be some big things going on around there, man. So we got you, dog.
I always appreciate the love, cuz.
All right, then.
Yes, sir.
That was our man Mike. What number did he call?
Man, Mike called 678-613-5857.
Hey, so check this out, man. We have crowned the MVP again, Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
No-brainer.
No-brainer.
It was quite easily. He was, especially last night, he put like a cherry on top of his MVP.
He put work in last night, man.
But that thing he did in that overtime, it was like
17 in overtime, man. Dude, certified dog, man. If you didn't think Steph was a dog, you found out last night Steph was a dog.
I saw last night he did some things, man. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Let me ask this though, man. In this society, they gave me unanimous, and I used to always wonder back with Michael Jordan, like, how Mike ain't the unanimous MVP? Because back then it was a little bit different. So outside of the thing, he should have got it. What do you think about today of unanimous MVP?
Well, I mean, really, who was better than him all year?
Well, there's always one of those regional guys that's a hater. Like Kawhi Leonard, he did great for San Antonio this year.
But he didn't. What did he do to be MVP worthy?
Oh, they were 64-19. He was the defensive player of the year. He would cover all four. He could cover 4 positions. He was scoring 21 points a game.
What is the NBA?
8 rebounds. I mean, I'm just saying.
What is the NBA based on?
What, hype?
Points, scoring,
hype,
points.
LeBron won 3 or 4 of his MVP without being the leading scorer in the league.
But he's known for his offense.
What I'm saying, Kevin, you trying to tell me that Kawhi Leonard ain't known for offense now?
Not really, not like that.
He's a scorer, dog.
You don't never hear nobody say, "Man, Kawhi dropped." You don't never hear nobody say that. Nobody says that. Glad.
He was second in MVP over Russell Westbrook, who dropped.
He
over Kevin Durant, who dropped.
He shouldn't have been second. He shouldn't have been second.
He shouldn't have.
Oh my God!
Durant,
what y'all talking about?
No.
If you look at the MVP, the way MVP,
Russ Westbrook should have been second.
The way they do MVP is more about the record. The best player on the best record. Think about the top 2 or who they pick. Kawhi Leonard was number 2. And who had the second best record?
They're them. But
LeBron was number 3.
He shouldn't have been second. He shouldn't have been second, though.
It's just how it is.
If Kawhi Leonard wins the MVP, the press conference is 3 seconds long.
Exactly.
So you can't.
And it's a hype.
Politics.
So it's hype.
It's hype. And
it's hype.
Steph Curry.
And they have hype himself so big these days that he. You know what it reminds me of? When Steve Nash went back to back.
But is it hype or is it deserved? Because Steph deserved the MVP.
He deserved.
Who was better?
But I'm saying, though, in the time when we was back, you mean to tell me Jordan didn't deserve unanimous MVPs back in his day?
It was the way they voted back in the day. You got to understand, in Jordan era, it was everybody knew Jordan was the best. It wasn't no question, but you always had a guy or two.
We are in a social media hype society.
True.
And you always say what type of society is this?
It's microwave.
Thank you. So we're in a microwave society. The man is a unanimous. All I'm saying is he deserves MVP, but this for him to be Shaq didn't get it in 2000. LeBron didn't get it in 2013.
It's a different time, like you just said. You answering your own question.
Here's the question. Can I ask you guys a question? Why are we taking away from the accomplishment with who didn't do it first?
I asked one question.
Let me tell you.
No. You asked, what my question though? Did he deserve to be unanimous?
Yes.
And I said my question back of that. So why is it unanimous now? It wasn't back with Jordan and all those when you.
Because it's a different era.
What's that? What does that mean, Maxie?
What does that mean? That means in today's basketball,
which is
the way the game is played today,
which is hype.
Nobody was better. Nobody had more hype than Jordan. Yeah. This was Jordan,
but he didn't get unanimous.
He wasn't going to get unanimous back then. Think about how many people hated Jordan back then.
Explain the era. Why would he get unanimous back then?
Because people hated Jordan back then. Everybody didn't love Jordan.
So it's hype then.
Everybody love Curry.
Everybody loves Steph.
And why do they love Steph?
They love Steph because he's clean.
Because he what?
He can't dunk. You got a guy that is attracting all these people and he can't dunk.
He's clean. He's pretty. He's
humble.
He can't jump.
Beautiful family.
He doesn't play great D.
Great role model.
That's all it is.
That's all we need.
And it's a hype.
And Jordan wasn't those things, so that's why Jordan won unanimous.
So let's highlight what he is. He's the leading scorer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
He's number 1 in steals. Yes, check
yes,
the stats.
Yes, he is.
He shattered his own record by 139.
Yes.
Y'all didn't think I knew the sports thing.
What does he assist?
He don't need to pass.
He don't need to pass.
He's the quickest release in the game. MVP this year. MVP last year. Current reigning champion.
Get him.
How much more he need to be most valuable player?
Get him.
He's MVP. I didn't say that.
Right.
I said unanimous. Don't try to take it away from the question.
But the reality is this: whether it was Steph, and I can't think of a more deserving person, or somebody else, the fact that it's never been done before, this question was going to get asked: why didn't Shaq? Why didn't Kobe? Exactly. Why didn't Jordan? So why? All I'm saying is, I don't care if it was Tree Rollins. Why are we taking away?
First of all, how you gonna put Tree Rollins in this conversation?
all of those guys.
I had to pick the sorriest person ever. Why would we take away from what he's done?
But the thing is, Brian, and you're right.
No.
All those guys weren't loved the way Steph is loved today.
In which we go back to my first thing. Hype.
It's not hype.
It's not hype.
Even if it's hype, it's well deserved. It's well deserved. What do you not like about his game?
We talked about it earlier this year. He was in here with Doug Stewart.
Okay.
And we talked about it when we played defense today and when we let him go through without you banging him. Maceo said yesterday before the game, we should have got the ankle a little bit.
No doubt, but nobody did because these guys are friends today.
Soft.
They friends today.
Man, you can't hurt the man ankle, man. You want to play.
You soft with that one. Y'all want to soft with this in 2016.
You want to play the best team with the best player, so you can show that. That's why everybody's saying did LeBron really lose last year because he didn't have Love and he didn't have the point guard?
Yeah, make sure he did.
We want to lose.
Hey, man. Nobody has trophy for second place. LeBron was in second place.
But I'm saying it's amazing how we question everything, and then we want to hurt the man's ankle and all of this. No, man. Let's beat the best team with the best record with the best player, and then you the best.
If we saw an injury, you got hurt. Boy.
That's a little different.
Yeah, you get hurt. You got hurt.
Football's a little different. You're supposed to exploit the injury.
Yeah, you exploit the injury in basketball. You gonna bang. You don't bang in basketball?
Yeah, you do.
All
It's
right,
a contact sport.
Quit making it a what's the sport? Hey, man, when we come back, man, we get into our question interview with Brian B. Stay with us.
This is Coach Greg Thompson. Tune in to The Crush on the SSNATL.com.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Above 500, G5 Jones and Sensation Station Network present the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend.
Starting this Friday at the Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour at Red Martini Lounge.
Come hang out with Rashad Jones.
That's Rashad Jones who makes the
His
hit.
homie Quan, Trinidad James, and Stevie J.
There's a reason why it's called a Celebrity Happy Hour. This Friday and Saturday, the city is lit.
Friday, the official kickoff at Red Martini Lounge. Saturday, the celebrity basketball game at Booker T. Washington High School. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Friday with food and drink specials on deck. 3179 Peachtree Road in Atlanta.
It's the official kickoff
To the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend. This Friday at Red Martini Lounge.
Hey, this is DeWarren Robinson, your Fulton County Clerk candidate for Superior Court. Early vote starts May 2nd through May 21st. Election day is May 24th. Remember, we all win with DeWarren Robinson. This has been brought to you by The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Okay, y'all. The question interview brought to you by the committee to elect DeWarren Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. We all win with DeWarren Robinson. Election day is May 24th, but early voting, it began May 2nd, so go vote, man. Elect DeWarren Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. And now, of course, it's question interview time. Hey, man, this guy right here, man, super motivational, retired at 22. Just think about that for a second. He retired at 22 and is doing his own thing, man. Again, like I said, he got about 50 million albums finna drop. But it's all good, man.
He ain't singing on none of them.
He ain't singing on none of them.
Interludes.
Brian Beane in the building. Brian, what's up, brother?
Where the clap at? Y'all got the clap thing. Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, man, we got it all, man. We got it all.
Hey, man, we know you can control everything, but let us do it, man. You all in the producing and stuff, man.
I'm used to doing producing.
All in the video. All in the video.
Dancing.
Come to Death Row. Diddy.
I know about that. I'm glad to be here, man.
What up, bro?
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get a shirt. Y'all don't make mediums?
Yeah, we do. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. We do. We'll get you info.
We do the baby hugs.
Yeah.
And the casual big male. So we got all that going on in here.
Good deal.
Hey, man, so talk about that. Retired at 22, man.
Yes,
what
sir.
in the heck? Everybody, that's a great word for a lot of people, but you did it early, man. Talk about that for a minute.
I did it early, man. Really had some great mentors. I got involved in network marketing when I was 19.
Wow.
So I was very, very young. This is back when telecommunications was all of that. Back when everybody was deregulating, fighting for your bill and all that. Man, long story short, man, I had some mentors who took me under their wing. Took me under their wings. I got somebody pointing at me like, I know this dude. Okay. I probably switched to service over back in 1996. Okay, all right. Anyway, so I got involved in network marketing when I was 19, my sophomore year in college. So by the time I graduated, I hated my job so much. I can't give you guys the name of the company, but they call it the Bank of America. And I hated my job, man. I was frustrated. I was in traffic. I lived by the airport.
Oh, you used to be Nations Bank then?
Yeah. There you go. I lived by the airport, but I worked out in Duluth. So imagine 2 hours, 2.5 hours, both ways. And one day I just walked in, man, and saw one too many stickies on my cubicle, on my monitor, and I'll never forget. I still got it. It said, "See me." That was from my boss. And that day, enough was enough. I left. I said, you know what? My residual check and my income from home, y'all are starting to cost me money by being here. And that was over 18 years ago.
Wow.
And I never looked back.
So just the mindset of being able to, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
At what point, because you say you saw the note.
Yeah.
But when you walked out the door that day, did you know that, okay, I'm good?
I'm good. Yeah, I think, see, my happiness, and I think everybody needs to understand, your happiness is worth more than any income you can earn. Yeah, I would rather make $32,000 a year and be extremely happy, because if you're happy, you can generate $190,000 from the 32. But if you're miserable and you're making $190,000, believe it or not, you end up making 32. So my happiness and my freedom.
Hold on. Boy, that's so true right there, boy. You got to say that again.
Okay, man. So here's the reality. I'd rather be happy making $32,000, right? Because your happiness will give you the ideas and the freedom and flexibility, and your spirituality will grow. You'll start working out because you're happy, so you'll take better care of yourself.
Right.
But you can make $190,000 a year, stressed, miserable, marriage falling apart, and trying to live like the Joneses and look like the Joneses. You're going to be back at 32. So why not be happy and choose happiness over income and generate the income, as opposed to being miserable but have the income and end up broke?
Boy, y'all.
It happens all the time, man.
Boy,
I've been into some mansions empty. Go to people's houses, because I teach economic empowerment. You go to their houses. Houses are huge, no furniture, like 2 rooms, half furnished. They're just trying to look good, but broke people buy the appearance of wealth. You know,
I'm gonna write that down.
As my pastor Olu Brown would say, that's a tweetable moment. tweet that. So when you talk about economic empowerment, I mean that's a powerful word.
Absolutely,
that is a very powerful word. What brings about economic empowerment?
Well, first you have to understand, man, and a lot of people miss this. America is a capitalistic society.
Absolutely,
and we're trained to participate in it. You know what I mean? We're not trained to take advantage of it. We're trained to participate in it. So the first thing you got to do to get on the other side of money is understand, if you don't have education, and I'm not knocking formal education. I just mean financial education. If you don't have financial education, people who do will take advantage of you. That's what capitalism is. Right. Capitalize on the person who will give you their money, as opposed to create assets that will create and generate money. So economic empowerment is just that. It's allowing yourself to have the education necessary to become a capitalist, and then you can give back and create other people who are happy as well financially.
Do we have that Rich Homie Quan song make you feel some kind of way?
We all sit here kind of like,
I'm feeling some kind of way right now.
Yeah,
okay, man.
Yeah.
So explain to me, man. I when researching you, man, describe Pays.
Pays, yeah. Pays is a program I started about 4 years ago. So here's what happened. I did network marketing for about 15 years, full time. That's what retired me. And then about 4 years ago, I decided to retire from network marketing. Kind of like Jay-Z. He put one game down. You know what that game was. Picked up the rap game. Then at one point decided to put that game down and keep going. So God had a higher calling for me. I decided network marketing was not enough. And I created this program called Pays. That stands for People, Activity, and Yourself.
Right.
Yeah, so people always ask me, how'd you retire at 22? It's the first thing you ask me. And in retrospect, I mastered connecting with people, because believe it or not, you don't need money, you don't need a job. What you really need is great relationships. Great relationships get you anything you need, because money only comes from other people, believe it or not. And then activity, you got to do certain things that wealthy people do. You know, good habits, self-confidence, self-esteem. I don't believe in motivation, I believe in inspiration. And certain things that wealthy people do that broke people don't do.
Hold on right quick, wait. Say that one more time. You don't believe in what?
I don't believe in motivation. I believe in inspiration. Motivation is an outside thing, trying to get you crunk. Inspiration comes from within. That way you stay crunk.
You know what? As Pastor Olu Brown would say one more time, that's a tweetable moment. Hey, tweet that. Olu.
Pastor Olu, shout out to Pastor Olu. What church is that?
Impact, baby.
When he do it.
What?
I know about Impact.
Won't he do it?
Impact. Won't he do it? Yeah, and YS is yourself. I know we got to go to the break, but yourself. You got to, the in page, the YS is the most important, and that's yourself. So we'll come back and break those down if you want to, but it's all up to you.
I ain't gonna lie. I question sometimes Maceo guess. This one right here might have been one of those that I needed to hear. So he got me here.
Hey, man.
I don't even want to ask my next question.
Why would you question my guess?
I don't know, man.
I do this, man.
Hey, man.
You put motivation on. You say you were inspirational.
Hey, man. That's a little twist I put on it.
But see,
I let everybody call me a motivational speaker. And then
I was setting them up. I knew what was going on. I done heard the album.
I just thought he just dropped a bunch of albums with no music in it. We'll be right back.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Mom, Dad, guess what? Now you're always talking to me about not doing drugs like pot and ecstasy and cocaine, how they're dangerous and illegal. Well, you don't have to worry anymore. My friends and I have found a much better way to get high. And you'll be happy to know it's not even illegal. Nice, huh? Want to know what we're doing? All right, I'll tell you. We use cough medicine. Seriously, the stuff in the medicine cabinet. You didn't notice it was missing? Oh, well, I guess lucky for me then.
Last year, more than 2 million teens risked blackouts, seizures, even comas, intentionally abusing ordinary cough medicine, the kind in virtually every home in America. Never heard of it? Bet your kids have.
And it's got to be safe, because it's medicine, right?
When you talk to your kids about drugs, make sure you start with the ones in the medicine cabinet. Need help getting the conversation started? Go to drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Hey, we're back. Still with our man, Brian Beane. Hey, Brian, before we go, we got a question that came from Periscope. Yeah. What about your P-Funk connection?
Oh!
Hey, man. Hope be knowing you. Hope be knowing you.
Oh, my P-Funk connection is pretty cool. My father is one of the original Parliament Funkadelic with George Clinton.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Check out the back of a lot of the albums. We're not getting the residuals we should.
No!
You know, that's another story. Love my pops, but he let a lot of stuff go, man. My pop is just real humble. To this day, Beyonce's latest album, she sampled my father. Tupac, Me Against the World, twice sampled my father.
Which song?
At the beginning, Me Against the World, the little... Yeah. That pops one time.
One time to pop, baby.
And the part of Me Against the World, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, that's pops.
Oh,
but yeah, man. But yeah, my father played Parliament Funkadelic. I was born, kind of derailed the road, and yeah. George Clinton and all them guys used to be at my house. That's why I'm kind of messed up to this day. Grown men with diapers and young.
I was just going to say, as long as you walk in with no diapers,
you're good. Man. I'm the only one with a diaper in the house. I'm like, good Lord. Mommy, what's that smell? Those aren't cigarettes. Why does he have on a diaper? Where's that yarn?
Boy, you saw everything.
Yeah, I saw everything, man. I saw it all in my basement, but I wouldn't change how I grew up for the world, man.
That's excellent, man. That's excellent. What you got, Mace, man?
So, again, we got to go back to this empowerment thing. You were getting ready to break down.
Yeah, the YS.
The YS.
Yeah. So
let's get to that.
Yeah, the YS is yourself. I think a lot of people, you aren't where you want to be because of your past. And one of my biggest things is, you only really have one tense, and that's the present. Your past really doesn't exist. Your future really doesn't exist. Now, I know people say, think about the future, but you're creating your future now. So here's the analogy I give everybody. if your past continues to haunt you, your past, present, and future will look the same. Here's why. Yesterday, you were calling today tomorrow. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday we were saying, I'm going to be on the show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow I'll be saying I was on the show yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is, I don't know what lined this up, but somewhere in our past, we made a decision to do this show together. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we create from today will manifest tomorrow. So yesterday, we said today was tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be calling today yesterday, so all that really matters is today. So I tell people, man, if you aren't where you want to be, believe it or not, that's not because of who you are now. That's because of who you used to be. The only way to change your future, if you're not happy where you are now, is you got to start becoming the person you need to become now, so your future will look different. If not, your past, present, and future all be the same. So YS is the most important part of PAYS, and we do live seminars and stuff like that where I spend 3 days just breaking you down so we can bring you back up.
Wow. Dude, you dope. You are freaking dope.
I appreciate it, man. No, really. It's just years, and you know what it boiled down to? Retiring early. I've had 18 years of self-education. You know what I mean? 18 years of losing. I lost my first $1 million in my 20s. You know, so I had a lot of years of mistakes. And when you free and you creative and you walking in your purpose and you living out your dream and doing your gift, then you can't go wrong. So I'm just a combination of some great decisions and some great mentors.
Wait a minute. Rewind back right quick. You say, how old were you when you lost your first $1 million?
I was in my 20s. I lost my first $1 million in my mid to late 20s.
You didn't gain. You lost your first $1 million.
And got it back in my 30s. And I'm 41. So it ain't going to happen again. Look, you ain't got to tell me twice now. At this point, we on the up and up. But yeah, my 20s, man, I got audited. All kind of things happened, man. I talk about it on those rewinds. You heard the album.
Yeah,
I talk about it. I'm very, very open about this stuff because can't nobody judge me.
Wow.
Yeah. Most people, honestly, man, to be honest with you, most people that are immensely successful, they fail miserably several times.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So
No
I don't
doubt.
know why people act like when it comes to money, I mean, everybody done been broke. Like, I mean,
boy, say that.
what? You know what I mean? I know what it's like to decide whether you want to pay the gas bill or water bill. You sitting around thinking about, do I want a cold shower or power? Which one worse? You know what I mean? I tried both. You know, I used to, you know what I mean? I slept at the airport before because I couldn't afford the hotel. So I would catch the 6 a.m. flight, go to the airport at 3:30, sleep on the bench, get there before TSA even open up. So I was homeless on the road, you know what I mean? Only to come back to a check that's going to last me another week. All of that, man. But I don't know why people are afraid of talking about the struggle. It's talking about the struggle that gets the people that have struggled to appreciate you so you can help everybody.
The struggle,
it's real.
I say this 1,000,000 times, man. You learn more in a loss than any win.
That's right.
Than any win, though.
You ever been so broke, you looking for receipts to take some stuff back?
I did that earlier today.
You start looking for it today.
I need a boy.
Should I have gotten these?
Man, what in the what?
You be looking like, I think they take this shirt back. I ain't wore but 8 times.
I ain't wore but 8 times.
Man, let me roll down through here and see what's still. What I got the box to. What got a tag on there, man? What?
Yes, man.
I've been there.
You gonna take that back? Okay. Yeah.
Being so inspirational, man. When did you know that you had it to where people would be drawn to you and come to you and listen to you? Because everybody I know a lot of people who say they're inspirational, motivational.
Right.
And they got 2 people in the audience. So what made you just go out and just say, man, I want to give this to the people, and the people received you? What was it?
Here's what I found out. Here's what happened. When I used to be in network marketing, people were more into my training than they were what I was talking about or what I was trying to sell or what I was trying to get you to buy. I started finding out that the training made more of an impact on people than the compensation plan or the product. So here's what I did. When people would come up to me, I was in Detroit, I'll never forget. A young lady said she drove like 14 hours from somewhere.
Wow.
I'll be in Florida and people drove 15 hours. A young man came from Minneapolis to see me one time at a seminar, drove like 18 hours. And I was more in awe with them than they were of me.
Right.
So they sitting around like, Mr. Beane, tell us your story. I'm like, no, forget me. You drove what? to hear me? You know what I mean? So when I started realizing, man, I'm really making a difference. I'm really impacting people's lives. So I created programs and things that help people take their life to another level, as opposed to me just always trying to sell you something. So that's how Payers was born, man. We're about teaching personal and economic empowerment, and those albums on the way. They on the way.
Boy, I was in the studio, baby. Hey, I need to get my production credit. I told Mel to change one sound, so now I'm a producer.
Shout out to Mel Johnson,
I'm
my
a
man.
producer.
You want your points?
Boy, I need my name at least in the linear notes. Or we'll talk about it.
I'm gonna give you some freebies, man. I got some freebies.
No, I need points on the album.
He want points on the album.
I need points.
Hey man, we got more, man. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is University of Georgia linebacker Demetrius Douglas. You're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
That's why she our producer. That's why she my producer.
Hey,
I ain't
look.
gonna name a number down right now.
You trying to get my points, girl? Go on somewhere. Go on somewhere. Tupac already covered that, man. I was on the album right there.
Shout out to Pops.
It's just me against the world, baby.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I mean, Scott just came in and just
Hey, look here, man. You know, I really can go on tour and do all the Pac songs. I can do, like, all of them, man.
You be the live hologram?
Nah, they can put the hologram out there. I just be backstage, back in elementary. Thrived on misery.
Oh, man, rest in peace to Beane, man. We lost another great one. It's been a rough month, man. It's been a rough month.
Hey, man. Wow. That made their mama even more special Sunday, man.
It did.
Because, like, I remember when that song dropped, I was just like, wow, like, that's powerful.
Deep.
I wish I could have wrote them words to my mom. I was more worried about her putting me on punishment and stuff. Like, we digress, man. We back with Brian Beane,
We back.
man. Yeah, man. I ain't mean to drift there, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. That's what Pac do to you, man.
You kind of went away from it for a minute. Man. Come on back, dog. Come on back. You done brought up some stuff anyway, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hey, so what are some of the biggest mistakes people make in just with this whole themselves and the whole just everything? What are some of the things that you like to tell people about mistakes? Because one of the things that you said, people don't like to make mistakes and learn from them.
Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes people make, I feel like, is listening to the opinions and negative suggestions of friends, relatives, coworkers, and acquaintances.
So
that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make, man. Because here's my thing. Who are you? Like, in other words, who are you to tell me, you another human being, you bleed just like me, you was born just like me, I don't think any of us teleported in, we all came through some parents. Who are you to tell me that my dream is crazy? And you'll be shocked how many people get derailed because Pookie in the cubicle right next to you, we work together, both of us make the same money, and Pookie said, I shouldn't be reading these books. And Jonathan said, and he may make a little higher salary, but he's still working with you.
Right.
I think listening to people's opinions is what keeps most people from living out their dreams. That's number one. And number two is people don't listen to the voice of God. They really don't. God won't talk to you like you think he should, because if he did, you wouldn't believe him. Okay, so God can't say, listen, go to the meeting and invest. He can't say it, but what he will do is give you a flyer. He'll give you a free seminar. He'll give you a conference call. He'll give you an interview. He'll give you a tweetable moment. But if you're not listening, you're not lining your stars up, and you'll never, ever be able to receive the blessing. So what most people got to stop doing is listening to other people and putting all their faith in man, and put your faith in the universe, and start listening to, start watching the signs. And you got to be mentally sound to accept and appreciate that signal that he's giving you.
See why I'm so stubborn, man? Boy, I'm stubborn, man.
Don't be.
No, I mean, as far as like say, I'm like, dude, I'm bet on me.
Oh,
like,
that's right.
You know, you can't see it because it ain't for you
to see. That's right.
It ain't for you.
Right. That's
so,
right.
Yeah, I did that, man.
Everybody's not gonna catch your vision. They're not supposed to. That's why we all different.
It's your vision, not theirs. So, hey, man, we got one more hot segment with him, man.
Boy.
And then we're bringing on a player that's just doing his thing, too, man. This is going to be one of them shows we done told y'all. Stay with us. It's The Crush. Yep.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences. Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and he'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
It's a brand new flavor year. It's The Crush in the building. Oh, whatever. Hey, man, we still here with our man, Brian Beane.
Like that. You're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby.
Somebody just asked again, man. They want to know, what is PAIS again, man? Just break it down.
PAIS stands for People, Activity, and Yourself. I'm rolling out 4 modules this summer, man. PAIS Rewind, PAIS Encore, PAIS On Demand, and PAIS Live. Those are basically, rewinds are the audio tracks where you can listen to some of my best moments over some beats that will kill you. Shout out to Mel Johnson. You know Mel?
Yeah, man.
Did you hear the album?
Dude, I produced one of the songs, man.
How you went from...
Dude, so we were in the studio, and I was like, Mel, cut that down just a little bit. He was like, yeah, that do sound right. So I got production credit now.
You in there.
I'm a producer now.
Shout out to Mel and Maceo. The
There
rewinds,
you go, man. I'm good now.
They hot, man. They hot. You can get those PAISReplay.com /rewind.
Maceo done got lawyers tomorrow. I produced that.
Yeah. So just to clear it up before we had to sign any non-competes or whatever you want to call it, non-disclosure, turning down the volume does not constitute a point in the music business. Now, but go get your rewinds. Some of them are free. You can get them off PAISReplay.com /rewind, and you can buy 3 albums off of that as well. One focuses on network marketing, because that's my background for networkers. One focuses on the general public, personal growth and self-development, and one focuses on economic empowerment. So all 3 albums are hot. PAISReplay.com /rewind. Now, Encore is coming out later this summer. Those are webinars and periscopes that I've done where if you like this, you're going to love being able to tune in every single month and get a webinar or a Google Hangout. All of this comes in my Encore series. And on demand, I got about 40 to 50 keynotes I've done over the years. And on demand are 5 different keynote addresses that come to you depending on what you want to learn and where you are in your life. And Page Live, man, is where it all comes together, where we come together for 3 days and teach economic empowerment and personal empowerment. And my first Page Live event is free in August. Free. Anybody can come.
Wow.
What can I tell you? I can't beat free. You're going to get 3 days of education for free. So for details, pagereplay.com/rewind for your rewinds. And just go to pagereplay.com and enter your email. And that's the group I'm going to communicate with for these free tickets.
Okay, so, you know,
You the man.
we just kind of, we don't ever be quiet like this, but anyway, where else can they find more about you, man? You know, talk about the page.
Page, yeah. Real simple. Follow me on Facebook. You know, I'm purging friends every day. If you ain't talking about nothing positive and you keep putting up negative pictures of you in the hospital, talking about pray for me and all that, man, I don't get that new thing where people put pictures of themselves. Let me stop because people do that. But anyway, I'm purging friends. I got to make room for my 5,000, new 5,000.
So
you know I got you.
So what he's saying too, if you got that video up of the Kiku incident off Concrete Parkway, please, you off his friend list.
And you know, and I'm not being hypocritical, but some stuff you supposed to put in the messenger. You know what I mean?
No doubt. If the first part of your
timeline
say world star,
I got to disconnect from.
Yeah.
So find me on Facebook, Brian Beane. Follow my fan page. I am Brian Beane. I am on Periscope. I am Brian Beane. Instagram. I am Brian Beane. Any form of social media. I am Brian Beane. I'm not the best at social media, so that's why I tell everybody, man, go to my blog, pagereplay.com.
You need a social media specialist.
I do. That's what it's all about, man.
We'll
Would
talk,
that be you?
Boy, we'll talk. Hey. We'll talk.
I wish I could disagree, but we don't have people in here that he done got when I off of social media.
I do this, man.
Yeah, this
you know,
is good.
so
My man.
I can. We'll talk because like I'm working 2 contracts over here because I'm finna be his
bring him in
social media director over here too. He just don't know it yet.
Hey, y'all stick around and listen to my man interview, man.
He ain't even know it.
To the NBA. I love saying it, man. I don't even know him, but I'm gonna dap him up because I love seeing people make it happen. Don't matter what you do, man. Live out your gift and don't let nobody tell you can't do it.
You know what I wish I could say?
What's up?
I lost $1 million in my 22. I can't say that. I lost 100. About 150.
The good news, like we said earlier, your past does not dictate your future.
Okay, I just wish we could have that same conversation. You remember when I lost that $1 million in 20? I can't say that.
No, never mind.
Hey, it's
Brian,
not as hard as people
man,
think to make $1 million or lose.
If you can stay around, it's cool, because we got to bring my man in the hot seat.
Yeah, no doubt.
But just, thank you, dog. This was...
No, I appreciate it, man.
This is what we need, man. We selling these for $19.95 on the hot market.
No, we selling these for $24.95 now, boy.
I welcome the opportunity, man. I appreciate it, man. So
Hey,
we're
man.
gonna be in touch, man. You know that already.
Yeah.
right,
Get that deal.
I'm trying to get paid for. Hey, man, stay with us. We're going to have a special Crush rundown with our man, Marcus George Hunt. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Yep.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I'll have it looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or sudden trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Above 500, G5 Jones and Sensation Station Network present the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend.
Starting this Friday at the Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour at Red Martini Lounge.
Come hang out with Rashad Jones.
That's Rashad Jones who makes
his homie Quan, Trinidad James, and Stevie J. There's a reason why it's called a Celebrity Happy Hour. This Friday and Saturday, the city is lit. Friday, the official kickoff at Red Martini Lounge. Saturday, the celebrity basketball game at Booker T. Washington High School. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Friday with food and drink specials on deck.
3179 Peachtree Road in Atlanta.
It's the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend. This Friday at Red Martini Lounge.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I'll have it looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or is sudden trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Go to that Crush Rundown brought to you by Parish Capital. At Parish Capital, we can help you achieve your financial goals by providing high-quality advisory services and making smart investment decisions. Go to Parish Capital, that's P-A-R-R-I-S-H, capital with an A.com for more information. We have a special edition of the Rundown today. Mason, please introduce this young man.
Hey, man, this young fella, man, 6'5" guard, coming out of North Clayton High School.
North Clayton?
Matriculated out of Georgia Tech. 4 years, got his degree, man, in 4. And, you know, I was telling everybody earlier, what I didn't know, all 4 years at Georgia Tech, all ACC academic team. How come nobody reported that, man? Marcus Georges Hunt is in the building, fresh off his graduation this weekend, man. Wow. That boy got that paper, man.
Got that paper.
Marcus Georges Hunt, what's up, buddy?
Nothing much.
Thanks for coming in, man. You're doing a lot these days. You're traveling, you're training, you're graduating, man. And you gave us a little time, so we really appreciate that, man. How would you describe your 4 years at Tech?
A lot of ups and downs. Transitioning from high school to college, you have to learn about, time management. Being that, you're a student athlete, you're not gonna have a lot of time on your hands. It's kind of like everything's structured for you. It's kind of like working a job. You wake up, practice, class. You put in extra work if you want to, become, better. And you really just, 24 hours is, you have to manage that pretty good.
What was the difference coming from high school, walking into Georgia Tech, and you walked in and played? What was the biggest adjustment?
Transition, the speed. I think, especially in this league, in the ACC, where I feel like it's the best basketball conference in the country. I felt like coming in, I was, strength-wise, I was there. But just speed and understanding the game, I had to, I was a quick learner and I wanted to learn. So I was, put an opportunity, they threw me in the fire. So
yes,
I started, every game of my career besides one. It's funny why I didn't start, but
must have been late for class or something.
No, it was my freshman year. I was late to a team meeting. I didn't know where to go, so I was I was kind of like, I was in the hotel. I didn't know where to go, what a conference was. And,
freshman.
It was
freshman mistake. Yeah, freshman
yeah.
mistake. Yeah. Because what I realized, like I say, doing all my research, you passed Malcolm Mackey for all time. You're the all-time leader in games played at Georgia Tech. Started,
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's dope.
Wow.
You fell in the record books.
Mac here friend of the show too, so sorry, Mac. He brought it up.
Oh yeah. Malcolm. Man.
Yeah. Hey, so you brought it up. How it, ACC is legendary, man. Talk about, you said it was the best. Talk about some of the things you were playing in that conference, man. Dude, North Carolina, State, all of those, man. Talk about the gruel of the ACC, man, for year to year.
Man, it's fun. Like you said, Duke, North Carolina, you want to go on the road and play in those environments.
Yeah.
It's real fun. They have great fans. Then when the ACC added Pittsburgh, Louisville, Syracuse,
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it just got even more competitive, and it was real enjoyable. I remember my freshman year playing Miami when they were pretty tough. I think when we played them, they were top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they had Shane Larkin, Durant Scott.
Squad.
I mean, the list goes on. Especially all the people I've guarded, so far since I was my freshman year. It seems like they all in the NBA now. And I'm like the last one.
Yeah, you're like, they hitting you up like, hey man, where are you?
Yeah. So the first time going to Cameron Indoor.
Let me tell you about that story. It's me and my boy Rob Carter. He did transfer to Maryland. I remember it to this day. We always talk about it. We in Duke and it's loud and I'm talking about it's going bananas and it's about to jump ball, and it felt like the ground was shaking a little bit. That's how crazy the environment is. They're all on top of you and they're just saying crazy things. But I looked at him. He looked at me like, all right, we here now. We here now. We got to get it. We got to get it. Win, lose, or draw, we got to get it. He just gave me that look like, all right, this is what we asked for. We signed up for the ACC. This is what we asked for. And that's when they had Stephen Curry's brother, Mason Plumlee, Quinn Cook.
Yeah.
They had a squad.
Yeah.
Hey, so when you said when you was out there playing, man, was there one guy in your career you was like, or were there guys that you said I got to put on this, get the lunch bucket out because I'm about to work today?
It's a couple guys like that, but I don't want to call them out. I just keep it to myself. If I run into them again, I just run them into it again. But it's it's a real competitive league, and they push to get the best out of you. That's each game you got to come in there, no matter what the record is, because each team gonna give you the best they got each night. People think I know Boston College went 0-16 in the conference, but you got to realize this.
You still got to play. Yeah,
you still got to bring it.
They on scholarship too.
You still got to bring it with them.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing. And one thing that you can't worry about the loss if you lose that one game, because you turn around and play 2 days after that. Mm-hmm. So you can't dwell on a loss. You have to figure it out what you did wrong and learn from it and move on. You have to have short memory.
How does a kid, because, this is just the part I love, athlete, you basically were the man at Georgia Tech. It is what it is. To get your degree in 4 years, to be recognized all academic every year, that speaks volumes. Just the mindset to do that.
You just stay focused. Don't let negativity get in your way. Keep your eyes on the prize. Whatever your dream is, you write that down and you just, get to every guideline, check it off, and make sure, at the end of the day, once all the guidelines checked off, you're good.
I think what people don't understand.
I like that.
Because like you just said, you're traveling, playing games every other 2 days. And
it's like some nights, we'll probably, play at Syracuse. I won't get back to Atlanta until like 2 a.m. You turn around, go to class at 8.
and
be
you got to
back
be
at
there.
Practice. And because they're doing class checks, so you be back at practice around 3:30. So it's like constantly on the move.
See, this thing is a game out there. So, playing at Tech, man, you had this. I wanted to ask you this. We're gonna take a quick break in a few minutes, but which one was which you feel that were your favorite? The point, the two. What did you like playing?
I've heard some people say you're playing the 3 too.
I started off at the 3. They really just put me and threw me around. I mean, I was, I could have played. I was comfortable playing the 1, 2, and 3. I mean, in high school I played all 5.
Yeah.
Just because we was at North Clayton.
You the
taller. I could, my strength, like I said, helped me out a lot. But I like playing the point. I like playing the point this year. It kind of, helped me. They put me in a position to help me because I feel like, a lot of NBA scouts didn't think I could handle the ball like that. And
really,
I just felt like that. I felt like it helped me a lot, and it showed my passing ability because, playing off the ball, you coming off down screens and pin downs and different things like that. And you don't really have to take that many dribbles to score. But with the ball in your hand, you making sure everybody in the right spot. You knowing all the plays. You just like a floor general. You just controlling the game in a way.
right. It just seemed to me, like it was natural to put you at the point because I mean, basically, you could get your own shot. A lot of the guys at Tech couldn't get their own shot.
I mean, it created a lot of mismatches too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of point guards, the size and the strength.
Yeah.
It really
much
threw
smaller
off,
than you.
Yeah, it threw off a lot of coaches' scouting reports because me at the point, they had to bring somebody bigger on me, and gave me the opportunity.
And we blowing by them. Yeah, we blowing by them. Hey, man, we about to take a quick station identification. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Victim of the Future, brought to reality by Sensation Station Network.
This is Bobby Yalla.
This is Judge Hatchet.
This is Lamar Batman Carey.
Yo, this is Teddy Parrish.
This is Keon Carpenter, former Atlanta Falcon. You are tuned into The Crush on
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back. Hey, we're still here with our man Marcus George's Hunt, man. Oh, man, because you're right, Brian. Study, just your schedule alone, man, because Syracuse ain't close.
That's a 2-hour flight, charter flight. Yeah.
Make sure I think we got a phone call. We got a phone call. Hey, caller, what your question on, caller?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Man, you know what? I don't get to call in the radio shows a whole lot, but when I do, I love calling The Crush. You know what? I got a list tonight, man. It's just 4 quick things I wanted to get off my mind. 4 things that I wanted to do before the end of this world.
Okay.
Number one, that all remaining games at Turner Field for the rest of the season become free. Yo, thank you very much for that idea. I support you 100%.
No doubt. Let's do it.
I'm doing the change.org sign-up deal on the website.
Email it to me. I'll sign up.
We can get some traction on that, make that happen. Number 2, I'm waiting on Glaze to use another radio cliche like he did last night.
I said station identification.
That was classic. Number three. I cannot wait to wear sunglasses inside when it's dark outside, and have personal security while in the studio. That is freaking awesome.
Man, they do like
an last but not least, this has to be the best one. I cannot wait for this to happen. Wait on Cowboy fans to really admit that they are no longer America's team. You know what? I'm going to hang up and listen.
Well, that'll never happen because every year the Cowboys are America's team. Again, we didn't give ourselves that name, man. Y'all act like we just rolled out of bed and say, hey. But y'all should revoke that. We're America's team. Dude, we are America's team. Listen, imagine how bored the NFL would be without the Cowboys. Thank you, Marcus, for staying with us, man. But it's ironic. Marcus is a Dallas Cowboy fan, too. He don't have no choice because his dad a Cowboy fan. Marcus, Marcus, we didn't need you to say that, Marcus. We didn't need you to say that.
I'm not a supporter.
Hey, so Marcus, what are some of the things that you're working on now, man, to get ready for that next level, dog?
Just, the 3-ball, making my shot more consistent. Let's see, ball handling, just every part of my game. Just, learning turns, learning different moves, learning anything I could, come across.
Right. Now, because I know your pops, I know the kind of competitor you are. it just got a sting just a little bit that, like, you're not on some of these, like, boards, like, you know, these so-called experts who ain't never put a ball in the basket at all, kind of doubting your game and not understanding that, dude, like, I can feel it up.
Oh, you talking about like the mock draft?
Yeah, like them clowns. Yeah, like them clowns.
Man, you don't pay attention to that. It's all political.
Mm.
It's just that, you know, when you come across somebody that's on the board, you gotta eat them alive. That's it. You just have to go in there with confidence. You know what you've been working on, and you know you just put that into place, and you have to go after them. It's just, you know, this is about business, and yeah, man, like you said, you don't know who's making up these lists.
Yeah, I mean, it's some clowns, man. Like where you at?
The lists change every, 2 weeks, so, their minds change.
Yeah, man, you weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym, man.
Yeah.
How you know? Who told you?
Hey, man, Brian, you good with time? You good? I mean, Marcus, you good with time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we're going to do another interview segment. We're going to actually do an actual crushing interview segment with my man Marcus over here. Because what I want to ask you, Marcus, man, is I think when the guy plays 4 years in college and goes to the league, that's an asset. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've been playing in the ACC, you've been leading your team and all these, leading on the squad, man. That's one question. And two, how I feel when you're riding down 75, you see his face on that sign up there by Georgia Tech, man.
Man, swag.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Maceo Hurd.
This your boy E. Glaze. You listen to the dopest sports show on radio. It's The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Damn, Gina.
Yeah.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Hey, man, we're back. We're going to finish up. We're going to call this the Crushing Interview Part 2. Who is the Crushing Interview about?
Man, it's brought by the Office to Select Dewan Mooley Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk. We all win with Dewan Robinson. Election day is May 24th, but early voting starts May 2nd. So get out and vote. Elect Dewan Robinson, Fulton County Superior Court Clerk.
There we go. Hey, so, Marcus, how would you describe your career at Tech?
Just basketball?
Yeah.
Well, my first year, it didn't turn out too good. Had a lot of losses. It was, we were a really young team.
Yeah.
Sophomore year come around, we did better. I think we did better my freshman year, if I can remember, than my sophomore year. Junior year, we lost a lot of close games.
A lot of close games. Yes.
I mean, with some of the best. We lost a lot of close games. And I got hurt the last game of the season before the ACC tournament against North Carolina. I got hurt against North Carolina, and my senior year was my best, overall year at Tech. We made the NIT, lost to San Diego State, I think I left with left off on a good note.
Yes, you did. This I'm trying to make sure I ask this the right way. You played like so many arenas. played at the Garden. You guys, you just been everywhere. What's just that one place that's like just special for you, and you were just like, I can't believe I'm here.
It's a lot of gems, but I remember watching Duke, playing, watching Duke on TV, just wondering like how it feels to play in there, and like, is it really that crazy?
Yeah.
And when you get in there and they, you taking the ball out and they doing their hands over close to you, it's a great environment.
Yeah, man. And what's funny about Cameron, and I tell people all the time, it's the ugliest building in the world. Like when you outside, like you can't believe that
it's a gym in there. I mean, it looks like a private school kind of.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't believe that.
It's real small.
When I was like, that's why all that be going on.
I mean, I remember one year, the students camp out. They bring their tents.
Yeah.
And sleep outside.
Yeah, call it Shashetskyville.
And I mean, it's ridiculous how they try to wait in line for tickets. You would have thought the new Jays were coming out.
Give my iPhones up there. Hey, so man, just what was your favorite moment as a Tech, as Yellow Jacket, man? What was that time you like? Just every time when you think about it, you just bring a smile to your face, man.
I had a couple memories, but probably my this year. Just thinking about it, this year when we played Clemson. When we were down like 19 or 20.
Oh yeah.
We had like 8 minutes left, and we came all the way back and won. That was a great memory for me. I mean, we didn't give up, and we just fought to the end. So,
and you had a real good ACC tournament this year.
Yeah, I mean, people didn't expect us to get Clemson, but we got them.
Yeah.
Then we had to turn around and play Virginia, which was a tough team, especially, their core defense is great. Tony Bennett does a great job with their core defense. As a matter of fact, when I was in Boston, working out with the Celtics, one of the players, Mike Tobey, he was like, man, like on their scouting report, they for me, he was telling me for the scouting report, he likes to, reject ball screens, and the thing they'll do to stop me is like it's like, all right, I get the ball. It's like I don't have nothing. I can't do nothing. I have to pass it unless I got to make a quick move.
Yeah.
But they're on me consistently. So, but they're on everybody. But it's like when you play Virginia, you got to come in there with a mindset like, all right, we already know. They're great at defending ball screens. They're great at rotation. They're great at the little things. They really cover up their mistakes with like each player. The rotation, like it's like on point.
Wow.
Let me tell you this, Glad. This is what's so funny to hear him talk like this. I can remember when he was like in the 8th grade, and they were getting ready to go to these tournaments, and his daddy would bring him in Foot Locker, and just to see him become this, it's just like to hear just to down on ball screens, and like he has really evolved into a great basketball player. But like a couple of your teachers were hitting me earlier today from your middle school, and they were just like humble. A great kid and just a role model because you did it right on both sides. You not only were you a great student, but you were a great athlete, and whatever's gonna happen to you is gonna be because you did it the right way.
So what can teams expect once they draft you? Because we putting that shine on you, brother. You gonna get that?
Oh yeah, you gonna get it.
You what they expect? What they expect to get when they get you?
Work hard. Really want to learn. Because it's another transition. It's like a new level, so you want to learn all the the little things you have to do to be successful. I'm just gonna go out and push whoever you got in front of me. Even the best players, whichever organization I end up, I'm gonna push them and just give it all I got. I have nothing to lose.
But all I ask is that you sign with Team Jordan. Let's get some boxes coming this way.
Don't forget about the crush, man. Don't forget about it.
3s, 4s, and 11s, preferably.
Hey, man, we wish you all the luck, my brother.
Man, much success, Marcus.
We're so glad you're able to come. We've been trying to get you in for like years of change.
Oh, yeah. But I've been harassing Willie, boy. Yeah, I've been harassing Willie, man.
Hey, man. Anybody you want to shout out, man, where they can find out more about you, dog?
Let's see.
I'm just grinding, man. I ain't worried about that right now.
Shout out to, Tech, Georgia Tech, Southside, North Clayton, Brady Gym,
Brady Gym,
College Park,
baby.
That's where I grew up playing. My mom, grandmother's dad, girlfriend over there, my son.
She gave you to cut the eyes over there. I'm like, all right.
She don't even know how many shots he put up there. She gonna make up a number, man. Start saying 600.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to That's What I'm Talking About. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. All three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
Do you have student loans and are worried about making your payments? Stop worrying. Now, Direct Student Aid can help you if you are behind, if you are late, or even if you are in default on your student loans. We can help cut your payments fast. We provide student loan relief, getting you relief from your student loans right away. We will stop any harassing phone calls, stop any wage garnishments, and even remove any tax liens. No matter how much you owe or how far behind you are with payments, call our established Direct Student Aid toll-free assistance line right now. We can fix your student loan problems guaranteed. That's right. We guarantee we will get your student loan out of default and cut your payments right away. We have helped thousands of people just like you fix their student loans. Best of all, it's 100% guaranteed. Don't go another day with your loans behind or in default. Our specialists are waiting for your call. Call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516. Again, call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I haven't looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or is sudden trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
This is Robert Hicks, ex-NFL football player and actor with The Blind Side, and you're with The Crush at ssnatl.com, Sensation Station Network.
That's what I'm talking about, Mace.
Is that what you talking about, Glaze?
That's what I'm talking about, Crush.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
That's what I'm talking about, brought to you by the Phoenix Leadership Foundation. We will make a difference because we must. Find out more about the Phoenix Leadership Foundation at their website, phoenixleadership.org, or on their Facebook page, Phoenix Leadership Foundation, and or their Twitter page at Phoenix Leaders. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. Make sure you want to start off, bro.
You go ahead and go first.
I'm going to start off with what we did this Saturday. Shout out to my brothers, Keepers, man, and everybody who was involved with that this weekend. It was a great program where they were everybody from music to sports to politics. Everybody was there, and they wanted us there. We had an opportunity to speak to some parents and some young men. It was a great opportunity, man. So that's what I'm talking about. To the whole group out there in the cab, my brothers keep a great time. Great. Did you have fun, man?
I had a blast, man. I learned a lot, man.
Make sure took a picture with the gold record.
For Self-Destruction, man. Yeah, man. That was one of my favorite songs, man. Jamming back in the day, man. You're headed for self-destruction. Yeah.
What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, Randall Cobb.
Okay.
Went back to the University of Kentucky this weekend. Got his degree. His quarterback was in the crowd cheering for him. Aaron Rodgers, man. You know, man, just always love to see these guys never give up on education, man. You know, I'm a big proponent of education, man. You know, you play the game gives you all this. They can never take that piece of paper away from you, man. Get your education, man. I harp it. Kids, it's one thing to be known as a great athlete, man, but to become a scholar, a student, man, they can never take that away from you, man. Run the car, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Shane Mosley this weekend. He rescued a toddler from a freeway accident that he had. So he was out and about, saw it. He was able to go with, I think it was him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to go out there and save this young toddler that was trapped in the car seat. He said he saw the kid was trapped. He was bleeding and he was crying. And you know, with those cars, you don't know what's going to happen. You have to get them out quick because they could explode. Fire could catch fire and all that stuff. But Shane Mosley, that's what I'm talking about, man. What you got, man?
Man, Trevon Boykin, the heralded quarterback for TCU, got a chance to get his shine on. He's out of Seattle right now.
Okay.
He's basically saying that what he's going to do is get in Russell Wilson's pocket and learn everything that he can about the game.
That's a good thing.
And what's good about him, this, you remember the situation he had where at the bowl game he ended up basically costing himself his last game as a senior.
Yep.
Taking advantage of this opportunity because, again, the NFL is not a privilege.
Yep.
You know, you have to earn that. So, Brian Boykin, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Good thing, man. We're going to do something a little different. Y'all don't get to hear it that much on our show, but you get to hear from our producer
Our
now.
super producer.
She had a great opportunity this weekend, and she made the crush look good. So talk about this weekend and what you were able to do, Sky.
I attended the Next Level Boys Academy 6th annual mother-son ball, and it was awesome. Awesome.
Shout out to Gary Davis.
Yes, for any parents out there that want to send their sons to a good program, I really recommend his program. It was very nice. There was a young guy there that's going to Kennesaw State. He received the Bill Gates out of 53,000 kids. 1,000 kids get the Bill Gates scholarship. He has a full ride scholarship. He's doing his first 2 years at Kennesaw State. And we all danced the first dance with our sons, and it was awesome. You just had to be there.
That was great. I was just proud of you for going because me and Mason called, hey, man, Sky going.
Yeah, they doubted me, y'all. They thought I wasn't going to go.
No, I think once I sent that text message, I think it was abundantly clear that.
Oh, yeah. I was going.
Like, we were dead serious about that. But, nah, you know, man, Gary was like, man, you know, hey, send me a name. Let her know, man, she got the VIP treatment, man. So shout out to Gary, man, Davis, man. Next Level Boys
really
Academy,
good
man.
program.
Making a difference.
Shout out to your son. He was sharp.
Oh, yeah, and he loved it. He fell in love with Gary also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gary got that kind of, he got that
effect
kind of,
on people.
Yeah.
He is something else.
He's something else, definitely.
But thank you, Sky.
He is a character.
Yeah, man. We had to get y'all there. What you got, Mace?
What you got?
That was mine.
That was yours?
No, man.
I didn't know we were doing it like that, but okay, go ahead.
Hey, you did something this weekend, man, that I really don't want to let pass. You did a collage of all the moms that we've had in this show, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
And people don't understand how important, but, man, we get to see young kids coming here and see their moms sitting over there in the corner just with the look in their eyes, man. And just a shout-out to all those moms who have came in here, moms everywhere, that came here and support and just looked at the kids and the young babies up here who ain't never did interviews before. Come in here and just smile on their faces and be able to talk about their son, man. It's just something great to see about that, man. That's what I'm talking about.
And, you know, it's funny because, like, say, and kind of what sparked that was Tanja Warrior gave me a call, and she was just like, Coach, just thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't, you know, as a coach, you really, you know, again, I tell people all the time, you don't never have to tell anybody how great of a coach you were.
Yeah.
Just look at the people that you impact.
Right.
And that's the thing when I see my kids or like the parents, when they reach out to you and they be like, you know, it's an invitation on the way for us. Yeah. You know, I've gotten 4 or 5 invitations to graduations, to cookouts. And, I mean, it's just for people to say thank you. And like I say, I mean, that's not why you coach.
No.
But that right there lets you know, you know what?
But it make you stay in coaching longer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes you stay.
Because it ain't the money.
No, it ain't the money.
It ain't the money, and it ain't because your son, most of y'all sons are sorry. You know what I'm saying? He is sorry, but I'm going to coach him. I'm going to coach. No, I've coached. Anybody will tell you this. I coach every child like he is Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? You might not touch the field on Friday, but you know what I'm saying? You will never not know that Coach Hurd care if you not. I'm going to cuss you out. Yeah. And I might threaten you with a baseball bat and some other things. I can say it now because I'm retired.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I might 2-piece snack you. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you know, you're going to know I love you.
Hey, man, when we come back, man, we're going into Maceo Talks Baseball, man. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's The Crush.
On SSNATL.com. Thank you, sir. Above 500.
G5 Jones and Sensation Station Network present the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend.
Starting this Friday at the Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour at Red Martini Lounge.
Come hang out with Rashad Jones.
That's Rashad Jones who makes the hit.
Homie Quan, Trinidad James, and Stevie J.
There's a reason why it's called a Celebrity Happy Hour.
This Friday and Saturday, the city is lit. Friday, the official kickoff at Red Martini Lounge. Saturday, the celebrity basketball game at Booker T. Washington High School. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Friday with food and drink specials on deck. 3179 Peachtree Road in Atlanta.
It's the official kickoff
to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend. This Friday at Red Martini Lounge.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
You want to see who's in the network?
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Follow us on Instagram at Sensation Station Network. We're the nation's urban station. Radio, not dumbed down.
What happened to my Jada Kiss? How you say Jada Kiss?
You know how he is, guy. He really...
Man, wow.
Maceo Talks Baseball. We're glad y'all see that. So Maceo, man, go ahead and turn this thing out, dog.
Hey, man, so, you know, it's getting close. You know, the Boys of Summer is officially... We had about 2-3 more weeks of basketball, man. Then it'll be officially Boys of Summer, man. We're going to start off, man, with my boy, Aroldis Chapman, man. He made his Yankee debut after serving his 29-game suspension for domestic abuse incident with his girlfriend this offseason. Man, he threw 11 fastballs that were clocked at 100, 101, 101, 101, 97, 99, 101, 101, 101, 99, 98. So that suspension did his shoulder and his elbow real good. So he got plenty of heat.
He got some good rest.
Plenty of heat, man. The Washington Nationals, they signed Steven Strasburg to a 7-year, $175 million extension. Very risky considering the type of arm injuries that this guy had. The pitcher, yeah, the number 1 overall draft pick.
I thought you were talking like, dog, he ain't been.
He hadn't played. He hadn't pitched a complete season in about 2 seasons.
Do you believe he deserved that? I know that the market is not that.
This is the thing, Glaze. If he can stay healthy, he can be an ace.
His stuff is nasty.
He's very nasty.
Yeah.
But the question is, how much longer can that elbow and that shoulder hold up? With his style of pitch, he's a power pitcher.
And you know, on the Crush, we got one motto: get your money.
Get your money, man.
Oh, God dang.
Get your money, man. Get your money. And staying with the Washington Nationals, over his last 5 games, Bryce Harper has had 6 at-bats and 15 walks. He has one home run since April 24th. He is now receiving the Barry Bonds treatment. People are not pitching to Bryce Harper. He had a situation last week with the bases loaded. Wow. They intentionally walked. They were like, we will give up 1 run versus 4 runs because he might go yard on you.
He's that good right
They
pay
good.
him $175. What they going to pay Bryce?
Oh, let me tell you something. Bryce Harper, write this down. Bryce Harper will be the first $400 million player. Listen. Yes, he will. Write it down.
Hey, so what do you think about that type of money?
We are all aspiring to get what they keep us humble at all times. Jeez. Money is relative in this case.
Yeah. So,
okay. I forgot your name. That was so much money. But keep it
going.
I started stuttering. Jesus.
Seattle Mariners ace Felix Hernandez has become the franchise all-time winningest pitcher. With his 146 win, he passed Jamie Moyer. Felix, he's 30 years old, and, he did win the Cy Young in 2010, man. Pitching great baseball, and at this pace, if Cano them can continue to hit the ball, he may get a chance to pitch in the postseason.
I ain't
He
trying
had
to be funny, but Felix been around long, and he should be older than 30.
Dude came in the league at 19.
Yeah, he been pitching a long time, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. The L.A. Angels, Brother Simmons, who used to be the Atlanta Braves shortstop, he needs thumb surgery. He fell real awkwardly Sunday, and the 2-time Gold Glover, he will be out.
Wow.
For a good little while, man. It's too bad, man. He should still be in Atlanta, but hey, what can we do? We gave away.
I thought they were gonna at least keep him. But.
Yeah, we gave away the phone. Yeah. It's all good, man. Yasiel Puig, he calls Bryce Harper his idol, and he vows to play baseball the same way that Harper played. He said Bryce Harper has brought fun back to baseball. So Yasiel said he's going to start playing that way too. He's going to stop hanging out and doing all the stuff that he does.
Puig got the tools, man.
Puig is that guy, man. He could be that guy
if he wants to.
Yeah, he could.
And I just hope. I'm glad he's figuring it out now and not 32 times.
Because he don't want to get ran out the league.
Yeah.
Because they'll run you now.
Yeah.
Believe that.
Yeah.
Man, my boy Bartolo Colon, he had a home run this weekend, and that helped secure him Player of the Week award. And
how old Bartolo?
But he's 42.
Yeah,
42. And with his home run, the picture became a nice little pose. He sold the most Topps baseball cards this week. Sold 8,826 baseball cards, man.
They still sell baseball cards?
Yeah, man, they still sell baseball cards, man. It's hard to find, but yeah, they still sell them, man. My boy David Ortiz, Big Papi, he moves into second place on the Boston Red Sox home run list, passing Carl Yastrzemski, man, with his 453rd home run, man. If he wasn't retiring, he would need 68 more to catch the great Ted Williams. But we all know this is Big Papi last season, man. So
Papi say baseball, but no, it's the wrong guy.
Man. Jose Reyes, man, he will find out this week. He's going to get between 60 and 80 games for his domestic violence situation in October, man. He was arrested in Maui after being in an altercation with his wife where he choked her and threw her into a glass wall. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. That's crazy. The Chicago Cubs, they swept the Washington Nationals over the weekend to send a strong message that they are the front runners in the National League, man. If the Cubs don't do it this year, man, it'll never be done for them, man.
It's theirs to lose.
It'll never be done. And then I'm gonna bring it locally. The Atlanta Braves will activate utility infielder Gordon Beckham from the 15-day disabled list before the series with the Philadelphia Phillies.
I'm looking at this Braves record.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. You're gonna depress yourself.
15 at home.
1-16 at home now. And then the front office, we're gonna close with this. They decided they're going to let Freddie Gonzalez, they're going to let him coach, man. Despite the 7-23 record, man, they like, hey, man, ain't no need to fire nobody and bring somebody else in.
We're going to just move everything.
You gonna ride this all the way out, Freddie. So, I mean, it's becoming abundantly clear that Freddie will not make the trip to Cobb County.
Freddie, listen to Brian. Don't worry about everybody else's opinion.
That's right. Yeah, man, just coach, man. Just coach, man.
And just get fired normally.
Freddie, I'm gonna etch you this Brian Beane interview. I want you to take Brian Beane's words to heart.
No, don't take it tough, because you're gonna lose.
Get your mind right,
of
dude.
games.
Get your mind right.
When
dog.
that L column got 3 digits in it, don't
Dude,
worry about it.
We're on pace to lose 134th ball games, man. So, like Michael McFadden said, man, Mike got to change.org going, man.
Yeah.
Let us in turn the field free, man, for the rest of the season, man. We gonna drink Coors Light, man.
You leave tickets on my car, I might leave you 2 more.
Yeah, man. Me and Mike McFadden, man. You can catch us at Braves game, especially the 1 o'clock businessman special.
Hey, man, when we come back, man, we're gonna do a quick recap of the NBA, man. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Well, I finally improved my credit score. What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Georgia Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Can I have a price check on aisle... ma'am?
Yeah.
Don't look down, but there's a giant python wrapped around your leg.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's probably nothing.
Nothing? Shouldn't I don't know, like, call someone?
No, I don't have the time. I'm late as it is. If it keeps up, I haven't looked at.
Are you sure? That's a pretty big snake.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very sweet.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? If you or someone you know suddenly experiences numbness of the face, arm, or leg, or is having trouble speaking, seeing, or walking, don't wait to get help. Call 911 right away, because time lost is brain lost. To find out more, visit www.strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE. This message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You do your thing, all right? Don't be nervous, okay? It's easy.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I say that to say this. If you wouldn't have did what you would have did, then we wouldn't have been where we was at to get what we got.
That just don't make no sense, dog.
It's The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, man, we're back, man. We're going into the NBA segment right now. We're going to go through, let's go through these playoff rounds, the second round.
Go through them.
We don't even talk about that Hawks, Cleveland. We beat that one up yesterday.
We got swept.
Too easy.
LeBrick.
We gave up every three-pointer in the game in the second game, and then win one at home. That's what bothers me, man. One at home?
Why do it bother you?
No.
Yeah, we not equipped.
Yeah.
We're not equipped.
That's a shame.
Series that's actually becoming pretty decent. Actually pretty good.
Old school. It's old school.
Raptors Heat, man.
Old school basketball. You can close your eyes and you can feel like you watching Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah, man. Just
from the bad boy days, man.
Grimy players up there.
Yeah, man. It's some hard fouls, some going to the basket. And I'm telling you, if D Wade had like one more piece, man, D Wade is a dog, man.
You know what? Actually, this is where they miss Chris at.
Yeah, this is where they miss Chris Bosh.
If they had Bosh, it would be. They would legitimately be a threat.
But this reiterates how vital D Wade was to LeBron. Actually, man, LeBron was just a piece. D Wade was the guy. D Wade was the guy. I forgot you're a LeBron lover. I digress. My bad. Go ahead.
He just like saying, Shaq was just a piece. Kobe was the real guy.
I didn't say Shaq was just a piece. They were equally yoked.
Yeah, man.
This relationship wasn't equally yoked.
Here we go. The man won MVPs and all that, but it was equal. All right, dog. Anyway, man.
Kobe got more rings, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah. He was robbing for the first time.
Oh, come on,
he was
man.
the number 2 in the first 3.
Equally yoked, but let's go.
So I think this was going to end up, man. I don't even know. I used to think it was 1, but for Toronto to go in Miami and win that game.
Yeah, but again, like I said, D Wade missing a piece.
You know what missing? You know what also? Where's DeRozan?
Like I said, you remember I was all in on Toronto.
Yeah.
I've been screaming Toronto for a while. They don't have it. I need to be screaming something else. they don't have it. But it's the stage now.
You know, that's maybe what it is.
It's the stage. They've never been this far.
Yeah.
Lowry and hey man, pressure is a mug.
Going real quick through the West, man. Somebody was playing. His ankle ain't hurt. Y'all talking about don't hit his ankle. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
He a dog, man.
Well, he went there overtime like,
dude,
hey, I got this.
You know what? Mel Johnson told me I have to apologize because I was speaking very grimy about Steph.
He came in a half that over.
Dude.
You know who else I like though? If he gets some pieces, Damian Lillard. He got some stuff too, man.
Yeah, man. I don't see Lillard staying in Portland.
I can't either.
I don't see Lillard staying in Portland.
Even though Paul got big pockets, I just don't see him staying.
I don't see it, dude. Everybody needs to see this kid's game,
He's
man.
so good, man.
He's nice, man.
It was like when Isaiah Thomas was out there in Sacramento, nobody knew him.
Yeah,
Now
man.
he in Boston. Everybody like, dude,
Dame Diddy is nice. Dame is a true East Coast player.
Yeah,
like if he was in New York,
which might don't never say nothing.
Boy, I'm just saying.
Real quick, Spurs. Thunder's up right now by 13. I mean, the Spurs is up by 13 right now.
Yeah.
Series is 2-2.
Yeah.
This is just we're gonna see what's happening, man. This might go 7. It might probably is going 7, man. It's going 7.
That'll be tragic if it goes 7.
You think?
Yeah, man. Get this over with, man. Get them old bodies off the floor.
Who you got in the finals? Who you got?
I got Golden State, Cleveland, man. I can't.
Going with obvious. Who gonna take it? Who gonna win?
Golden State
again.
Even though Kyrie will be there, I still got Golden State.
LeBron will never win another ring.
Oh.
Do you have student loans and are worried about making your payments? Stop worrying. Now, Direct Student Aid can help you if you are behind, if you are late, or even if you are in default on your student loans. We can help cut your payments fast. We provide student loan relief, getting you relief from your student loans right away. We will stop any harassing phone calls, stop any wage garnishments, and even remove any tax liens. No matter how much you owe or how far behind you are with payments, call our established Direct Student Aid toll-free assistance line right now. We can fix your student loan problems guaranteed. That's right. We guarantee we will get your student loan out of default and cut your payments right away. We have helped thousands of people just like you fix their student loans. Best of all, it's 100% guaranteed. Don't go another day with your loans behind or in default. Our specialists are waiting for your call. Call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516. Again, call 866-855-6516. That's 866-855-6516.
Above 500, G5 Jones and Sensation Station Network present the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend.
Starting this Friday at the Sensational Celebrity Happy Hour at Red Martini Lounge.
Come hang out with Rashad Jones.
That's Rashad Jones who makes the
Rich
hit.
homie Quan, Trinidad James, and Stevie J. There's a reason why it's called a Celebrity Happy Hour. This Friday and Saturday, the city is lit. Friday, the official kickoff at Red Martini Lounge. Saturday, the celebrity basketball game at Booker T. Washington High School. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Friday with food and drink specials on deck. 3179 Peachtree Road in Atlanta is the official kickoff to the Rashad Jones Celebrity Weekend. This Friday at Red Martini Lounge.
Coming to you live from Sensation Station. Listening to The Crush, you get a rush. Live with Stacey Harris, the best radio station online. Peace. Roll Tide.
What are we, New Edition now?
No, but it's Herb Albert, boy. And Janet Jackson, boy. Making love in the rain. I can't believe the joy it brings me. That's what they got the sample from. But that's from what's it called? Set It Off soundtrack, yeah. Only time to tell who that. I know the song, girl. I'm the music genius here.
You playing it during a sports show. Anyway, man, we're back, man. We still here with our man Brian, man. So, hey, Brian, who you rock with, man? What sports team you rock with, man?
Oh man. Anything Atlanta, I'm gonna ride with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm born and raised, and one of the few natives left, and my 12-year-old would kill me if I shouted out to any other team. Although, at one point we had it going on, man. We had Evander, we had Dion. Now, man, we just
we had 112. We had Atlanta Live.
Yeah, Outkast was popping around.
Right now, man, we just need somebody to come and do something.
Hey, so let me ask you this, man. I ask everybody who's an Atlanta fan. Make sure they'll know the question, too. We ever see a parade in our lifetime in Atlanta?
If we stop catering to corporate politics and start caring more about the sport and the people, we will. But so that means no. We won't. As long as corporations run this thing, and that's another ball game, we need fans like Green Bay, no matter what. They own some of the teams. The Steelers, no matter what. When I went to a Steelers game, I used to have season tickets in Atlanta. I went to a Steelers game, man, it was intimidating. They came down here and ran the dome. Yeah. I was on the MARTA train like, what's up? You know what I mean? So I've never been that. The Raiders came down here, ran our dome. You won't go to Philly, the Oakland, or Pittsburgh talking that trash. With we won't. They won't even allow you to come in there with your stuff on. So we're more of a corporate city. That's all.
When the Dallas Cowboys come to town, we run it. we run it.
Well, Cleveland's same way though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, all I'm saying is some cities believe in the team and some cities believe in the company.
The Almighty.
That's right.
I feel you.
So you are so far, make sure with the parade we're 0 for 20.
I mean, what I keep trying to tell y'all.
You get the St. Patty's parade.
Y'all, great grandkids gonna come to y'all grave and be cleaning it off and gonna tell you about the Super Bowl championship like in 2155, something like that.
I take it. I know we ain't getting in with the Braves for another.
Man, we got to enjoy 95, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy 95.
Hawks.
95.
Yeah.
And then we went so many times and couldn't finish, and it was just
bad.
Man.
You know what's funny is best as people say they won't come to play in Atlanta, but everybody stay in Atlanta.
Everybody stay in Atlanta.
They won't play in Atlanta, but they got houses and big cribs down here.
But you know, a lot of that has to do with management really making this attractive. You know, why am I coming here? With guys, when people sign a free agency, of course, a lot of time they chase the money, but a lot of people want to feel like I can win. Like, can I get this piece and this piece to come together, and then we can win a championship? That's what it really comes down to. Like, to me, with this new Hawks situation, let Grant Hill be the point man. Yeah. Let Grant Hill. Grant Hill can talk to guys from an NBA perspective.
Yeah, you been there.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's what I thought you would bring him in for.
Yeah, I mean,
for that piece to talk to players.
Yeah, I mean, he walking around with the lanyard around his neck, and we know he in ownership. Let him do the recruiting, kind of like Magic. That's what Magic. Yeah, Magic did that for the Lakers so many times. If they never needed a phone call, Magic made the phone call, and that's why I don't like seeing Dominique do play-by-play.
I think it's a mistake.
Dominique should be up in the sky ball. Dominique should be doing the leg work. Yeah, because Dominique. Everybody respect Dominique.
Yeah. But and that's the thing, man. I just looking at the Hawks, we already know that Horford, if you want $20 million, I'm sorry, bro.
Not gonna happen here, buddy.
Nah, bro.
Not gonna happen here, buddy.
You ain't even took the reins to be a $20 million a year.
I mean, the thing. I mean, you can't pay a guy who's playing out of position max money.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can't do it. I mean, it just it doesn't happen, man.
Hey, man, when we come back, man, we're going into the Crush recap. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of our United States. Most people know him as a man of great wisdom and vision. What many don't realize, however, is that when it came to finding late-model sedans at government auctions, or even looking up a zip code, Mr. Lincoln's wisdom was sadly lacking. In fact, the citizens of that day knew it best not to even ask. Fortunately, now there's firstgov.gov, the official place to turn when you need information about federal, state, and local government. Whether it's how to get a student loan, renew your passport, or even apply for a small business loan. all three of which, as numerous historians have noted, were remarkably absent from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So go to firstgov.gov. Who knows? If Abe had it in his day, he could have checked out an auction and traded that drafty log cabin for a nice condo on Maui. Firstgov.gov, a monumental source of useful information.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is Amar Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Going to that Crush recap brought to you by
Blunt's Power.
With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt's Power
at their website bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook page, Blunt Power, and or their Twitter page at Blunt Power.
Shout out to Greg Chain. Greg, holla at me, man.
Hey, man, I don't think people really understand. There was probably, we say this all the time, but we really, this show was inspirational. We got to meet a young guy who's living out his dream. So one of those shows you just kind of look and say, it's a good one, man.
We did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Well, Brian, I just think, man, you know, the knowledge you just talked about, man. Me and Maceo said during the break, man, we had to sit back. You can make $190,000 and feel like empty, man.
Absolutely. Because money doesn't complete you. It only makes you think. You think it'll complete you when you don't have any, but once you get it, you realize it's all relative.
That wasn't the part that you were missing.
That's right.
That's what people don't understand. They always think if I got this much money to solve problems.
Because it's more miserable rich people.
What money does is give you options. You know what I mean? So I'm not telling people to walk around and look like hermits and don't care about money. we live in capitalistic society. But what money does, it gives you options. You know what I mean? So I tell people, get it out the way so you can start living. That's what it boils down to, you know. So there's a difference between an emergency and an inconvenience, and it's called money. Flat tires are emergency when you broke. But when you got 3 cars, a flat tires are inconvenient. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you got AAA, you got something like that.
Yeah, it's inconvenient. Right. But when you broke, everything is a big deal, man. Everything. You're like, what? No, what? So you just got to get money so that you can have options. That's what it boils down to.
Man, we got to hit that dollar menu.
Boy, not be funny. But whenever your air conditioner break down and you had to say, God, dang, they going to charge me what to fix the air conditioner?
Oh, bro.
Boy, that's when you realize that's a horrible feeling.
But one thing about it, if it's summertime, you gonna fuck
it
out. You got a payment plan on that, man.
That's right.
Can I give you $75 down and that's a free on?
You know what it boils down to, Glaze, is wholeness versus balance. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time. People say, Brian, you chasing money. No, it's not that. It's just that I chose at an early age to spend about 5 years focused on my finances. You know, now was I unbalanced? Yes. Did I lose relationships? Yeah. Did I go to church as much as I wanted to? No. But you got to be unbalanced for a little while because guess what? Right now, you unbalanced anyway. So you got to shift the balance for a minute to finances. Go ahead and get educated. Then you shift the balance back to giving back. And, you know, a drowning person is no good to a drowning person. So why in the world wouldn't you focus on money for a little while, get it behind you so you can help as many people as you want?
Because both of you drowning. Ain't nothing you can do.
Ain't nothing you can do. The best way to help the poor is to not be one.
Hey, man.
You see so many charities, you know what I mean? You see so many people trying to help, but they can't. Like I tell people, like you can't get but so far if you don't have money. As far as help, your reach is further when you got money. That's just the bottom line.
Oh, you can't help the
man.
poor
When I tell you, I'm gonna go back and retweet this. Boy,
you got them all done.
Boy, man. Well, if the ones I don't have, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Make sure good with that. You'll go back.
Yeah, that's my gift. That's my gift, man.
That's what it was, and I be one.
Tweetable moments, but you are walking Twitter. Just standing there, I'm just standing there, you just press send.
With 119 followers.
I looked at his Twitter, I'm like, is this his?
Look, when I saw it, I was like, oh, he don't be on this. That's what I said.
First thing I asked the question was like, man, do you even do Twitter?
I don't tweet. Nah, the only way I use Twitter is if I post on Facebook and tell it to throw it over there too. You know, I gotta get on Twitter, man. I don't know what the secret is.
You say, man, you got about 108 people looking at me.
They not know who this guy is. Listen, I'm telling you, man, Twitter is the move.
Twitter's the move. And I've been hearing that, you know.
Twitter just for the stuff you say, man.
What I say, I got it.
Oh, yeah, so many people, dog.
I got to get on it, man.
I followed you, but I'm like, I don't think this is paid.
I knew it was paid, and the first thing I say, this dude don't tweet.
Yeah. At first, I'm like, it can't be. I'm looking at 10,000 listeners, but he got.
I say he need to hire me.
It's inconsistent.
And that's why I'm sending my feet.
He got his family as his Twitter follower. That's it. He got his family union as a Twitter follower.
That could be hurting me. You know, these days people judge you by your social media, so I'm very aware of that. You know what I mean? But it's just that I got to find somebody that got time.
I looked, I was like, I can't follow him on Facebook. I said, man, this ain't the right one. There's somebody that hacked this name and did everything.
Nah, that's him.
That's me, man. You can follow me on Facebook, though. I'm going to purge somebody for you. I promise you. Somebody got to go. Yeah, you too. I promise you. Yeah.
Hey, so let me ask you this.
Hip-hop got to go.
So I always ask this question because one of the things you put in your site is the most you stood in front of. When you in front, what are some of the success stories that you love to hear about? Some of the things, I don't know if you know one particular one, but just the story that you've been able to, people to be able to come back to you and say, man, just by listening to you for this amount of time, that's done so much for me. Man,
you'd be surprised. Like, I've heard everything from you saved my marriage, and I got serious relationship. I look at relationships different than most people, let me just put it that way. Yeah. But I've literally heard everything from you saved my marriage, but it's not because of any relationship advice. It's because we now have our finances in order, and that was the problem. Yeah. My husband now sees money different because of you. My wife now sees money different because of the economic empowerment teaching. I was part of a group that a young lady or a gentleman said that last week he was thinking about suicide.
Wow.
He ordered the ticket and the registration, and now after coming, he has a totally different perspective. After coming to a live event, he thought nothing of himself, about 7 to 10 days prior to that. And after coming to the event, the only reason he didn't do it, according to him, was because he knew this event was coming, and it might be the one thing to help change his life. You know, I've had people fly in, gentlemen flew in from Britain, so that's what I'm saying. It's not even about me. I'm more in awe with the people that come. You know what I mean? And that's what keeps me going. If I could just say 1 or 2 lives like that, then it's worth, 113 tweets and 5,000 Facebook friends.
Make sure we 12 tweeters. But we had a lot of people in here, man. We don't want to toot our horn from some big people in here, but man, I have to say, man, my eyes perked up listening to you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
But it's something right there, man.
But again, it's one of those things, and I try to say it all the time. Like you learn so much you can learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you just never know like that story. And you know what I'm saying? You go in there, you got to get in there, dig it out, and see it, because again, you don't know who it's for. When little stuff people say, and I be like, because you don't realize who listen. You never know who listening.
You know who listening.
Like dude, I was fooling around with the t-shirts today. Dude walked by, he said, "Hey man, you hilarious on the Crush," and he gave me high five and just kept walking. I was like, looking like,
you look like how'd you, like wow.
I was just like dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just kept it moving, man.
I don't know what it has been about these 2 days, because Teddy told us something yesterday that kind of Teddy Parrish. He said, "Y'all gonna blow up," but my question about y'all blowing up, he said, "Are you ready?" And that kind of stuck with me all day to day.
Well, that's why success takes time. That's why I'm glad it takes time, because you will be ready because of the time it took for you to get ready. People that hit the lottery weren't ready, and you see what happens to 95% of them.
So broke his head.
They be on that True Hollywood story.
True Hollywood story.
The lottery woman.
How you lose $450 million? You weren't ready.
I know I'm ready. I've been a star since I was 5. It's my mama made that white soup, so you know what I'm saying. I've been on deck.
Y'all ever see Maceo Facebook? It's one of the greatest white suits ever made, man. It's one of the greatest white suits ever made.
Every coach I've ever had say, son, that's your problem. You're a superstar. Start like a superstar. Bust out.
Hey, man.
So I'm ready.
Man, let me just say, man, for real, Brian, this was hopefully people who own this, we're going to put it everything.
We selling it for $15.95.
Yeah. Hey, man.
It keep fluctuating, I know it. It depends on what I charge him to be a social media director. We'll talk about it.
Hey, man.
Hey, Glaze, I appreciate it, man.
Thanks to all our parish capital, Dr. Kevin Danzy, Blunt Power, the Phoenix Leadership Foundation, and the committee to elect Duwan Robinson. Thank you, Nikki.
Outcast.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you to Marcus George Hunt, man. Young man, we're going to follow his career, too. Thank you again, Brian. Thank you, Mace.
Yes, sir. JT, appreciate you.
Thank you, JT.
My guy.
Come back. Thanks, Sky.
Yeah. See y'all. Peace. Thank y'all, everybody. We appreciate it. See y'all next week.
My next door neighbor, I like, man.